Hello and welcome to Amateur Workshop.
The wheels coming out the cooler. Oh God! All over the carpet. That was a bit silly, wasn't it?
Here we have the RC46 and we have the corroded oil cooler pipes. Here's a set of new ones that have been kindly provided by Dean Bowley off the VFR800 forum on Facebook. He actually makes these for the 5th gen, and he has kindly provided me with a set, having paid him some monies to do so. We will start getting cracking on replacing these pipes, and I'll try and get the oil filter off, and we're going to get the header pipes off. But first off, we're going to replace these oil cooler pipes, and essentially it's 2 bolts either side of this flange, and it's 1 bolt there as well, which I've just undone. So yeah, pretty straightforward. We'll get cracking. So that's the pipes drained, as you can see, and there's a O-ring there on the end here. O-ring there that needs to be replaced. I'll have a new one of those. And on this side here, on the other cooler pot, on the other side of the pipe, there's another O-ring on there, as you can probably see. And this is still leaking, surprisingly. But anyway, yes, having done a major amateur schoolboy error by just getting ripped in and not thinking about where the oil was going to go when I broke into the lines, it's gone all over the carpet, but never mind. There you go. Pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So, we'll get the other side done, and we'll get the cooler off. I think I'll clean that up. Give it a clean, give it a bit of a birthday, and we'll rendezvous once I get the new pipes and the O-rings all set out. So there we go, corroded oil pipes removed, as we can see. Yeah, I think definitely worth replacing them. I'm sure they would. Actually, they're not too badly corroded, but they are corroded. Yeah, you could rub them down. You could paint them or whatever, but I think the ones that have been made are much better. So that's the that's the oil cooler. That's the oil cooler now cleaned up, ready to go back on. Just a quick go over with some wire wool and the abrasive, a light abrasive wheel. So it'll do not bad for 21 years, and it will do another 21 years, I'm sure. So anyway, just clean up the faces there nicely. So that's fine, no issues with that. It's all okay. So then we'll get new bolts for the cooler. I decided to order. And that's the pot number there if you're interested. All ordered off of Fowler's website. That's the cooler mounting bolts, and I've also got new O-rings as well. That's the main bolt at the bottom. It's actually, to be honest, there's actually nothing wrong with those. I could reuse those, but stuff it. I'll put the new ones in, what the hell. And new O-rings as well, which are there. So yeah, all bought from Fowler's. I thought, well, you never know, you're taking these things apart. There's nothing worse than starting a job and not being able to finish it because something happens or you get a broken bolt. Yeah, I could have saved myself maybe a tenner. But hey, nice new pipes, nice new bolts, nice new O-rings, and a nice refurbed cooler. So what I'm going to do with this cooler actually is, I actually have this Lanigard surface protectant, and what you can actually do with this is it comes in a spray bottle, and it also comes in this wax type stuff. And what you can do is you can just use a paintbrush and you can paint it on. So that's what I'll do on the cooler, just to protect it. And then at some stage we need to get in there and clean up the header. But I think that'll be Dremel related and maybe a wire brush or something. But yeah, that's going to need a bit of work, that. And also I need to get the oil filter off, and I need to get the headers off. And I think I need to get in there to get the filter off, which is already really, really tight. I'm actually going to take the headers off, as I'm changing them anyway for stainless. We'll do a separate video on them. But yeah, we'll get the headers off, and it'll give me more access to get the filter off. And yeah, we're just gonna give the whole bike a good birthday. Well, there we go. That's the oil cooler cleaned up and reinstalled, along with the oil cooler pipes, kindly supplied by Dean Bowley. So if you do need a set for your 5th generation VFR800, give them a shout. Superb, fit really, really well. And yeah, now on to the next little project, which will be to remove the suspension. So again, thanks very much for tuning in and sticking with the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one. Ciao for now.